we go. Alright, I'm back. I can stay conscious now. So, I've not done anything for about a week. Barely moved, but I'm okay now. So, I'm gonna break everything. I had a thought, probably a bad thought. And I kept going through everything saying, I'll come back to this later, I'm going to fix this up later, this is how it's going to be. And then I keep running into walls and I try and change things. So I'm going to try and get the underlying structure a bit better. So I'm planning I'm just going to revamp the database and the models. So I'm going to trash all that, it'll break everything. And then at some point I think we even have to test. Bold concept, I know. There we go. Let's see how it goes. Oh, there's one other thing I've done today. Hello, good morning still for me. How are you doing? So, I sleep. I'm impressed if you can watch while you're asleep. But just before you go, there's been some upgrades. So I've got a fancy shiny light, and if I press this little button, we'll get a change in quality. Ah! I bought a camera. I'm quite happy about it. I have better quality now. I can look a bit more up there to see into it. But I think it gives the added advantage when I screw up now. Where's it gone? Lost it. Yeah. If I screw up now, I can pan in for just a disappointed face. Anyway. Let's actually get on with something. No problem. So, this is kind of gone back a bit, and I'm just going to start breaking stuff straight away, I think. So, back to my models. Oh, but while I was not very well, I did, however, do some work. I've got very, very vague, shitty diagrams to work off of. For this will clearly solve all my troubles. We're gonna start breaking everything. And the only problem with it is it's still, because the camera's a lot darker. So I agree on that one. How does it come back then? Yeah, the webcam's a lot lighter. So I'm still a bit dark on this side. I could turn the lamp on. This is in daylight without any blinds, don't own any yet. What difference does that make? I can put that on, that's a little better. There's a sort of a fill light kind of thing. But yeah, it's still quite dark this side, so I might need... It is now. I might need another light here. I genuinely forgot I had a mic. This is going to go well. You can tell how this is going to go. Yeah, I noticed I watched back a little bit of the last recording. It's quite echoey in here anyway. I think because I've got nothing on the walls and no blinds or anything like that. So once I actually decorate the room a little bit, I think the sound will improve a little bit. Anyway, let's break stuff. That's what we're doing. Let me go back to my notes. This made perfect sense the other day when I was half asleep. Yeah, I've got a bookshelf, I've got an armchair. I've got, on my messy windowsill, there's 3 containers with posters to get mounted and framed on the wall. So I just need to get around to doing stuff like that at some point. Right then, so... First one, I need a user. Well, it's going to be like a user profile, I guess. So user, company... got company, got applications, we've got jobs, we've got an application process. So I did start, I weren't far off, right? So this is roughly what I'm going to do. So Right then. I can't remember this. I've not touched much. Even at work, I've done very little. I should really probably not announce that on stream, but here we are. So I'm a bit rusty. Let's go on with user profiles. So that's going to have an ID, which is going to be a string because it's the ortho ID. I don't need my own, I can use theirs. Do I need anything else? So we'll try and get their email, but we'll make it nullable. I'm not sure if I get that straight away from ortho or not. Let me have a look actually. So I can't remember. Actually, the easiest way, if anything actually still works, I should be able to log in still. If I run things, if I start Docker, because I never start Docker, run things, and I'll be able to, if I can bring out my token and see what that looks like. That might be the easiest way. Right then. Connection aborted. Cool. Let's try that again. There we go. Wait till Docker started. No, I don't want to update Docker yet. It's fine. Right, so API started at front end. Right. Have I completely balked it? I can't remember. That's slow. Yeah, broke everything. There's my token. I just want to check this out. I think I get the email with it. Oh, I took some extra shit, didn't I? Yeah, just want... No. So I've got the subject, which is my user ID. It's got the scope for email, though. Is that just something I have to change in the code? Let's have a look at it, because I can't remember how any mail stuff looks either. Oh, it'll be so where I get the tokens, front end, pick a page, I think home page, isn't it? Yes, where I get that. Access token, ID token claims. There'll be some way of requesting it through that, I think.
get user info. Let's have a look. Oh, this is what I'm looking at. Luke. Blah 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 blah. User info. Get user info. Yeah, so it's just a call with the token. I can get their email address out of that, I think. So if I do add that in, close a few things down. Where were our user profile? Yeah, so we'll have email. We'll say it's false. Right, then I've got to try and figure out the relationships between them. Now it's all going to look. Come back to my terrible notes. So a user is actually going to have companies. So a user can have a list of companies and a list of applications. Job applications. So you can, in theory, admin more than one company is basically what I'm after. What I'm trying to decide now is the relationship between user, admins, companies and all that kind of stuff, sorry. Should a company have like an ultimate owner of it, as well as a bunch of admins? You need someone who's going to have ultimate control, and then later on you can implement a way of transitioning that over. So you could have a list of companies that you admin, and a list of companies that you own, kind of thing. Trying to think if that's the best way of doing it. The job application's fine. You can apply for however many jobs you want. We can add applications. Yep. Where should I take this from? Oh, so I took company. So a company has a list of jobs, now on this, so let's use the profile. Oh, it's just an application, not a job application. My bad. And application. So we're going to get rid of things like email and things like that, and we'll add on a user ID. The user profiles. Try and be somewhat consistent with naming for a change as well. Big changes today. Relationship. Calculates equals applications. So an application should have a user profile. Oh, my painkillers. I've got a cracking headache going on again. So your application consists of a user, the job they apply for, what stage of the interview they're at, which is going to change, I think. We'll worry about that in a bit. Let's worry about users for now. Let's move company that side. I prefer working that way. Okay, so how shall I structure that? mean, you're definitely going to have a list of companies. The question is whether we have two lists or not, I think. Do we have a list of companies that you admin and the companies that you own? So I think of the flow when you go through things. Did I write anything? I thought I did. Oh, I did. Yes, you register. Create a company. You want to build? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. If I can always change it later, but I think that makes sense. Companies owned, so companies admin, something like that. Comments wrong way around, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. And then I need to sort that out. So company, it's got a list of jobs. How does that work? Well, it's only gonna have one owner. We'll call that owner ID. A string. And it's gonna be user profiles ID. Also wants to sort out getting consistent throughout the code base because this is a state. So you can have an owner, an ID, and then we'll have the owner, which will be a relationship. User profile. Back populates companies. So you got a solitary owner, and then we need admins, which is just going to be a relationship user profile. Okay, I think that's right. So as a company, well, so let's start. So as a user, why does it have a list of jobs? Oh, get rid of that. Misleft it. So as a user, you have your ID, which is your author ID. You have your email address, which we'll get from author. Companies owned. So that's the list you can own. However many. The serial entrepreneurs have like 5 or 6 weirdos. Then you can admin multiple companies too. So if you're, I don't know, maybe you're a recruiter who works specifically with companies, you could work with 6, 7, 8 companies or whatever. That's fine. And any user can apply for jobs. So I've got a sore throat and a headache as well. Not quite over the illness. Okay, now. So I think that's fine for the user. Then the company can have a list of jobs. It has a single owner on the platform and a list of admins, which I think's fine. So then the job itself, right? So it's got one company, that makes sense. It's got a list of applications, that's fine. Then it's going to have an application process. So I think that's going to be the same as above with the company. Integer, foreign key, function processes.id. About relationship, and that's going to be application process. and that'll back populate jobs. I'm going to get rid of the interview stage. Let's put that one above, or below maybe. Yeah, so for each job, it belongs to a specific company. It has a specific application process. I haven't worked out how to manage this yet, but I'll get to that in a minute. And it has a list of applications people have actually applied for it. That's fine. Application process and interview stage, I didn't quite do. So, interview stage, ID, yeah, it should have probably more of a title than a name, I guess, and a short description. Now, it doesn't belong to a job, but it does belong to a company. And we don't have any applications. Oh, we might. No, I'll worry about that in a second. So your interview stage is going to just comprise a title, description, and what company it belongs to. So you can create as many interview stages as you want, and then you link them together to a process, and that process gets linked to a job, is my thinking. And we're going to start with just let you just wang on to whatever job you wanted, but I probably should take a better approach. So yeah, so an application process can have many things. So it's the same as that. Relationship to interview stages, relationship to stage. Right, so that's that. So I think the only one left now is on an application, because so I've applied for a job at a company. They need to be able to tell which stage of the application process I'm on, like a current stage. So I'm not going to need email because that's going to be tied to the user. Do we need to know the job ID, the user ID? That's fine. So what do I want to do about marrying these up? The user user profile application to interview stage. Is that okay? Let's have a current stage. So I'm thinking then, you've got the job which has an application process, which contains interview stage, you know the interview stage. If they, should we let them change the application process for a job that exists and has applications in process? That seems a bit weird, letting them do that, but we can take it down, put it back up, can't, so I think that's okay. So then there's a specific interview stage that you're on, and then you can move the applicant through interview stage. I think that's okay. Okay, so I'm not going to try and migrate that, that'll be a nightmare. I'm just going to move the init out. Yep. And I'm just going to recreate it myself. So I'm a top-notch developer. Activate. And is it? I forgot. Let's look up Alembic. Actually, I want to keep that open for later. I still need to revisit auto-generating migrations because I haven't got that working yet. It's quite annoying. Blah blah blah. Oh, it's just a revision now, that's fine. Alembic Vision dash M. In it again, funnily enough. Okay, and then let's take that. I could have just bodged it really, couldn't I? But okay, so got that one. First one, yes, we create user profiles. Those two are going to be very similar. So take them. So that's going to be string. Let's just leave it empty. String and email. Not doing too much about validation right now. Okay then. So a company has many jobs. So I think that wants to then go onto companies, and instead it'd be a user profile ID. It wouldn't be a company ID, would it? It'd be. I'm trying to get my head around this now. I'm not very good at these things yet. Let's go back to a company. So that'd be an owner ID. That's a user ID. What's that for? Oh, that was the owner, wasn't it? We got rid of that. Yeah, it's gonna have an owner ID. Which is fine. And the listy ones get added later. I've got a listy one here. So a company has many jobs, which is this. So I'm trying to figure out how the relationships are going to get set up here. I've got a feeling the order is going to cause a problem. I think for many to many, I don't have one yet, do I? I think there's going to have to be a join table. Let's have a quick search. I think there's gonna have to be like an association table created. This is where I screw it all up for an hour or two, innit? Yeah, so I've got it set up. Minute to one to one to minute. Yeah. Okay, so I need to revisit this a bit now. So if I close down, no, I'll worry about that in a minute. Close everything down. Close all. Right. So user and a company, they're gonna have many of each. And I need an association table. I'm not sure how I'm meant to define that. Sorry, key create a switchback. I don't want to just lump that at the top of the thing, that should have its own file. But if I define it as a class, maybe, I don't know. Let me just nick it for a second. Go back. Just dump it down here. It's not really parent-child, it's many-to-many, is it? I think that's a bad naming style. But anyway, if we said this is the child company, so we've got a relationship to user profile, bank populates children with companies, which is fine. And then it's the secondary you need. So that's the bit I'm missing. I'm not liking that, if I'm honest, that I have to find some random table in the middle of nowhere. So I don't have my classes all together like this, I don't like doing that. I think that's me coming from .NET again. Yes, I think it's going to be that into where I'd just set up a separate table entirely. So I'd have something like company admins. And I have to set up a new table here. Take a simpler one. In 2 stages, fairly simple. And I'd have a company admin. And they've done something like this. So I've got company ID company, which is right actually despite copying this. It'll just be a user ID. Profile on it. I hate auto completing this sometimes. User profile. My computer fan's been mental for some reason. Okay. I think it's something like that. No, it's saying there's a can do it the other way, but I don't. The reason I'm doing it this way is just because I don't want that randomly dumped somewhere. It just seems weird to me having that just in the middle of nowhere. I don't know, maybe that's just me. So I'm not too familiar with this kind of stuff yet, so I am still learning everything, but I think from a .NET perspective, from what I'm used to, a class goes in its own file. I don't dump two classes in the table in one file. It's just not the way I'm used to doing things. It might be stupid at this point, I don't know, but that's how I'm used to working. So let's go back and just double check the docs a bit. Yes, they've done this. Yes, so they've done like this, so I'm just going to go this way. Sod it. So my associations there, so this will be set child again. I've got all my crap on it. Then my admins is a relationship, and instead of user profile, it's going to be company admin. No secondary. So that takes care of that one. I just need to change that bit. That should take care of that. Okay. So we've got ID, child, parent, which I think's alright. User profile company. Yeah, I think I've done that okay. Right. Nothing else has got many-to-many, I don't think. Oh, companies. No, because your company, you only have one. Oh, it's just the admin one, I think. Okay, so back to my migration. Right then. I'm not sure how to define this in the migration itself yet. Let's go. So ID, email's fine. ID name, owner. So that one's fine. I think basically what I want is hey, shut up. I'll have a user profile ID. And the company ID. It's going to be integer. So I think that'll set those up. So I create the user profile table with an ID and email. Shush. Then the company ID name, owner. Then the association table. Then we go to jobs. Excuse me. ID, title, description, they're fine. I'm gonna set them up. ID, title, description, company ID. So application process has to come before this. Thank you. So an ID and we have a title. Yep. Do we have a description? Leave that. I can worry about that later. I don't mind adding a column for some string content. That is fine. And then yeah, the interview stage will come after. I'm going to do that one first. So an interview stage. So ID, title, description. Oh, they just belong to a company. Oh yeah, they just belong to a company, don't they? Company ID. So if I move that one below company, I'm going to doesn't rely on anything else. Right, so application processes as an interview. So interview stage, that's what I do him as a company. Okay, that's fine. Then yeah, an application process has a list of interview stages. How does that work? Is that many to many again? It is, isn't it? Shit. Because an interview process can go on to many application processes. So if you have like a telephone screening, that could go on nearly everything. And an application process is going to have many interview stages. Shit. So yeah, I need to go back now. Close to the right. And now I've got... I think I'm going to need an association for this one as well. So like an application stage. Something like that. That will be an application process ID, an application process, and an interview stage. Okay, go to company. So it's how I've done that admin one, isn't it? An application process. So instead of interview stage, that's going to have an application stage. Just rename that slightly. And interview stage. So company and I add owner to user profile, which has company's admin. Just make that actually. Should be a lot more confident doing this really, shouldn't I? Processors. Yeah. That's going to be. I've copied the wrong one there, haven't I don't think it matters too much. I'll need to change this, which is application stage. I think that's okay. Right, try that again. I'll get there eventually. So interview stages. Oh, I did the... Oh, that does come after. So interview stage, application process, and then I'd do application stages. So interview stages has an ID, title, description, and a company ID. That's fine. Application registers ID, title. Do I need to marry that up to a company as well? And force that? Probably should, shouldn't I? Don't know what's best practice, but it does kind of make sense. See, I'm doing it here again. But then they're using, I don't know, what is the preferred use in Python for strings? Is it single quote or double? I'm gonna have to add like a black or some other linter or something, I think. Might have a look at that in a bit. But yeah, so that, it needs to belong to a company really, doesn't it? That's fine. And then what we've done here for the join table, we'll just marry up a bit. This isn't right, I don't think. That's not right. Company admins, user profile. Oh wait, no, that is right. Application process.id, I think. Oh no, processors.id, yeah. Actually, this name's too similar, it's getting me confused. Interview stage ID. Interview stages. Okay, so that should do that. Oops. Then jobs. ID, title, description, fine. Company's fine. I think that's fine. Then I don't know if I changed applications much. Oh, I decided to get rid of email We've got an interview stage. I've set this up different elsewhere, so I'm going to put that in line. So we've got interview stage, and just want another one for user profile ID. Should be a I hate nights like that one. Happens quite a lot to me though. I think the last time I couldn't sleep, I ended up watching a bunch of Marvel films on the sofa and wrote a blog post at about 4 AM. Not good. Not bad. So I'm just wiping the database more or less. Which I think is about ready for a run. To get rid of that. Oh, I think it's just goes down. Okay, so that should get rid of the database. Write them. Yeah, probably should, but this recreates everything from scratch. So let's see how balked it is. See if the migration even runs. So nothing in the app will work now, which is always good. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Oops, I meant to do that. Always does that. It's really annoying. Activate. Okay, and then Alembic upgrade head, I think it is. Oh, nothing broke. That's gotta be a good sign, right? Have a look at the database. Hang about, I'll be back in a second, my wife's ringing me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Right. She's doing me a solid by getting my niece's birthday present for me, because apparently the one I bought, she's too old for now. There, they're all there. That's a good start. Right, everything's broken. What I'm gonna do is have utmost confidence and just commit that shit. Why not? What is it? I've got it. My room's a state of everything. It's this I got this Disney colouring thing, but apparently she's too old for that now. I don't know how old kids are. I'm not good with things like that. Right. So it's run. Those are in, and I think now I go through one by one and figure out how broken everything literally. Oh, actually, I might not. So I've got no users, that's fine. So I'm just looking at my notes here. So if you register or log in, but I'm going to introduce some sort of flow through the thing, which I have excellently documented there. So you see, these are professional level shit. So you go through as a user, you register or log in. If you're not already set up, which I should have added to the database, I can worry about that in a minute. So if you're already set up, it's going to ask you some questions. Basically, so are you registering as an applicant, a user, or are you registering as a company? If you're registering as an applicant, you're done. Then if you register as a company, he'll ask you another question: are you a new company, or are you wanting to create a new company on the app, or are you an admin for an existing one? If you want to create one, do that, done. If not, then you're going to request for confirmation. So if I start adding some tickets for this, because this is a complete deviation from everything I've done, really, isn't it? It should be like an onboarding page. Oh wow, nice one to move it to top. Actually, I'm going to print it on. Might as well, 'cause I'm going to be doing that now. Oh, what's this? I don't know actually how to use Trello. So we need to add a way of telling if a user profile is complete. There, that's set up. On login, register. If not, completed. Run through onboarding. There needs to be applicant or company, and if company, you are existing. If applicant, done for now. We can worry about more detail and profiles later. If your company's new, or you want to ask if you're new or existing, then if new, create a company. I have no idea, to be honest. I'll probably be on a couple more hours, I think. Using the time when my wife's out, basically, while it's quiet. All that means is I've got the dogs here with me, so they might bark occasionally. I just want to get some stuff done, and I'm not ignoring her if she's not here, so. So I think that last one is going to be a separate ticket for later. It's have to be quite a bigger piece, I think. I would, but he like lays his head on me and he gets really upset if I'm not fussing him if I try and use a keyboard. He's at my feet, one of them. I'm still gonna... Aiden wants to say hello. Say, he's in here. Say hello. Hello. Oh. Hello, Casper. They're not happy at the lack of attention they've been getting, if I'm honest. Yeah, so I think that makes sense for like an onboarding flow. I know it's not very nice having an onboarding flow, but I think that makes sense. Yeah. So if I do this flow through, well, what I might do, I could do this, but instead of sending a request, I could just add them as an admin for now, which is terrible. And I can't launch like that, but at least it gets the kind of flow working. I just have to replace that a little bit, maybe? Or should I completely ignore it? I'm trying to think what's going to cause me the least amount of pain further down the line, basically. Go on, get down now. Sorry. I know I'm a dickhead. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. What's my best way of tackling that? We'll decide when I get to it. We'll do the rest first. So, I'm going to end up dropping my database again, aren't I? So I'm thinking in the user profile, we could have a onboarded, something like that. Can you have a, oh, I didn't swap this. Can you have a boolean? That's all I need, really. Yeah, let's do that. Switch back. I'm gonna have to get a stream deck, aren't I? This is getting annoying. Don't need integer, I want a boolean. So it should just create default as false, shouldn't it? I know there's a way to add default values anyway, but it's just false by default, I think. So then you can say they've set up, they've got an account, we can create a profile, but they aren't onboarded yet. So every time you come in, you're stuck on this page until you go through that. So then, oops. In my versions, and because I've tanked the database, I no longer care about dropping it again, which is always good. I think that makes sense anyway. Does my one viewer agree? I'm popular today. Right. Put it down. Oh, it's gone through all this shit. Cool. All that to not type 2 letters. Well. Oh, he's gone somewhere. Right. There we go. Have a database. Yeah, that one's fine. Right. So yeah, onboard page, let's do that. Onboarding. So, no APIs, get rid of all this. Front end. Pages. Another one small like that. Steal things because I can't remember how to do anything. It's great. Yeah. Some kind of consistency, man. Yeah, I want history. Because then I can say, well, if you want to create a company, go to the create company page. Something like that. We'll need author, you need to be authorized. And yeah, if you're not authorized, you need to be shunted back to the homepage kind of thing. Well, yes, I'll need that. Because no, that'll be a service call instead, won't it? I think. No, I'll just put delete in there. Right, then. Didn't tell them even do it yet. So I think get history, that's fine. We want the token. Let's know if they're authenticated, think of that. And then we're gonna have a profile, set profile kind of thing. Something like that. Yeah. When you get the user profile, if onboarded, move them to dashboard, something like that. And then we're onboarding, we don't need to go through this. I'm trying to think what I need them to do, so it's going to look terrible, but I don't care right now. I just want to get that flow working and I can make it look good. Maybe tiring? I don't want to put something like, do you own a company or work for one or something like that. No. And then it's going to go for something like a radio button kind of thing, then it'll be another question. Want to create a new company. Something like that. I really should have got this clear in my head before I started, but for how this will work. That's not reloading. Did I break something? Oh, it's because this isn't being used. Of course, it's not part of the app. Yeah, so are you an applicant? How then you need some kind of choice. I think it's just going to be an empty object, sorry, instead of an array. I don't know, should we just have buttons? Like I said, I can worry about the design of it all later, I just want to get it working. So I'm not sure how that's going to work yet, for how you'll know which company. I'm going to have to bring up some kind of pages or something, I guess. I mean, the other option for this was to just set it up so you create a blank profile more or less and let them get on with the day. And if they want to create a company, just give them that option. But I kind of just want to smooth the onboarding a little bit. I'm just not sure the best way of doing it. This is not my area of expertise. I'll make things work, I don't design them. Do I need the user profile then? Or is that a waste of time? So then, and we'll say, I don't know, new user. I've even forgot how to use functions. That's why. Yeah, you'd have like an on-click. Yeah, so you decide are you an applicant or are you hiring? I'm just a new applicant, I've just created the account, that's fine. We'll mark you as onboarded, redirect you somewhere else and you're done. You'll not ever see that page again. It's going to be similar kind of things from all. So then if you're hiring, it'll be slightly different. I don't know how I want to design as well. Do I want to? I feel like I should get them like nice fade in questions, fade out to the next one. I want to do something like that because I'm an idiot. So I'm going to hide the first question, show the second. Probably going to want a previous, go back kind of thing as well. At that point. Okay, well, I hide the first to the same, but there's nothing really to do there. I don't think. New company. Oh. Yeah, so if you create a new one, we'll redirect you to the page to create a new company. I might add it as a form here at some point, but for now that'll do. It's not a massive change. And then when company is created on the back on the API, mark user as onboarded if not already. Instead of doing it on the page, because we could redirect you now if I said it, close the page. And you don't want to be marked as onboarded then. So I'll do that one, something like that. That'll be new company. And then same again, something for existing company. I'm not sure what to do for this bit yet. later. Do that later. So I'm not sure how to set that up and how that's going to work for picking out a company kind of thing. And there might be then also a case where you send a request, so technically you're onboarded, but the request hasn't been received yet, so you can't do anything else. But then you might want to go through and request access to other companies and stuff, so it's a bit weird, so I need to figure that one out more. So that needs some thought, which I think is fine. And go back is going to be very simple. And that's just going to hide second question. Show first. Something like that. So let's start trying to wrangle this together a bit. So first things first, let's get this page showing. I think I need to get rid of some of these pages as well. Onboarding. So I don't think we need a welcome page anymore, maybe. I'm not sure. That might end up going. Onboarding from just login. So you're not authenticated, push to the home page. But there's going to be other stuff I have to put into this now for whether or not they're onboarded all over the place. I think instead get user profile, which I think you'll be able to get the company on anyway. Maybe depends what I set up the schema as, but we'll say if you don't have anything, if you don't have a profile, you want to go to, that's a good point actually, when am I going to create the profile? So when you log in, what did I set it up to do? Let me have a look. I can't remember how things work. I'm well out of it with this. I've screwed up a load, I think. I want to compile now. Oops. That's fine. So I don't think I can even log out now. Yeah, I just completely fucked it all up. So I'm trying to think how it should work. So you go to the home page. So nothing should happen on home. Really. I think the only reason it's happening is because of this company call. Yeah. I think. Yeah. So nothing should happen there. That's just your homepage, not your app page. That's the one that everyone can go to. Which is fine. So if I log out a second. Okay. So I want to log in or register. Nope, that's not what I wanted at all. Then it brings you here. You probably shouldn't. I don't want it to bring you there. What if I set that up so you log in, it'll shoot you to the welcome page, and the welcome page will check. That makes more sense to me. So home isn't going to do anything. I don't want it to even call company or anything. I'll get rid of. I'll just leave myself a note in here. And then index O. This is a terrible idea. Let's do it. 3000 welcome, which I don't think is going to be a valid reader. So I'm just going to check that quick. I'm not switching over because I can't remember if this shows anything secret. That shouldn't be showing. Christ, I've been an hour and a half, I've got nowhere. Right. Applications. Casper. Which is the right one? I think they've got all sorts in it. Okay, so I think that's fine. So I think it's these ones I need to worry about. So they got these. Yeah, after user authenticity, only callbacks. Instead of that, I want to shunt them to welcome, I believe. So hopefully that'll work. Log out. If I log in again. Welcome. Great, that's better. Okay. I'll worry about. I'll leave myself a note. It's fine. Right. Then in welcome. Ah, that's good. Well done. That works. So we are going to want use effect. We are going to want to be able to move people around and know if they're authenticated. This is why I get tempted to do things off a stream. Like last few days now, we're ill. I didn't feel well enough to be on stream, so I was a bit of a state, but I think I could have done bits of this and made some progress, but at the same time I kind of promised to do it all live. Which does just mean I screw up a load and waste a load of time on stream, but I'm hesitant to get on stream because I know what I'm doing, which is not great. Anyway. So, if you're authenticated, if you're not, I just want to push back to the home page. Otherwise, check profile. I think I'm going to break the RESTful idea here. So what we're going to do is, instead of a get, we're going to do a get or create. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that or not. The idea being that you've just logged in. Because I'm using Ortho, I don't have my own set of users. Like, you don't register to create a profile. So when you first log in, you don't have this profile. I want to get a profile or create one if it doesn't exist. It's just fine for me. I'm not sure what the REST protocol is for that kind of thing, but that works for me. I'm not doing 2 calls for it. I'm just going to assume you have it. This is wise. If response.data.onboarded, that'll be not, if not that, and I want to shunt them over to onboarding. That'll break everything. Let's have this service, so it's going to be a user service, I guess. Should nick that. What's my endpoint gonna look like? Use a get, I think, user. So I'll do yes, I don't call anything, makes sense. What if instead response data onboarded is false, just to see if that works. So I try and go to welcome, it just shunts me straight back here, which is fine, that's good. And then if I set that to true, I stay on welcome. Alright, that works. So I feel like I should start there then, and add in that endpoint. So I need a user. Yeah, I need both of them. And that. Nope. And then it's not get. Oh, it's just gonna be the token, isn't it? I only need them two. Everything will be in there. And just return something like this. There'll be something like that. I might as well just return that. Yeah, no, it didn't exist. Get DB requires auth. Oops. Keep doing shit like that. I want the user. Should we round up? I mean, DB first, and then it's going to be one of the things I need to get consistent on is my naming again. Except we won't want to return that straight away. Actually no, if not record. To create. I need to sort that out as well. What else on user profile? Onboarded. Actually, I should reassign that there. I'll need to double check that that works as expected. Email address, which I've got something for here. So there's a user info endpoint. So I don't know where to call that first. Should I call it from the back end or on the front end? I can worry about that later. Because it is just adding the email address in that we've already got. I want to see if this works. So first, just add them in. Then add the router itself. That and import user profile service. Let's see how bad that is. Welcome. And he shunted me over to onboarding, which is good. That's not good. He just returned the error. Mapped class jobs has no property companies. So I have screwed up my models. Great, this'll be fun. So I've tried to get a user profile. Not sure why that's complained about. Job. Okay, this is going to be annoying. This is where I've done something really stupid. I don't know what I've done. Let's try and figure this out. So I can't even see anything I've called companies. Company's owned. So what was, let me just regenerate that error a second. Oh, sorry, wrong page. Wonder why it worked. Yeah. Map class jobs has no property companies. Is it something I did wrong in the migration? I think that's how it's done. That's done fine, I think. Not sure what I've broken. I'm not sure where I've broken, to be honest. I'm not sure what that means entirely. It implies there's something wrong here. Has no property companies. I can only assume it's something to do with this. So look at my database. So if I select all from jobs, that looks right to me. You have a company as an application process, that's fine. So job on the database looks fine. So where have I broken it? Is it that? Google. I'm just not sure what's generating the error, where it's come from. So I'm not sure where to look to fix it. exact name of the related property on the other model. So that sounds like one of my relationships is slightly askew. So this and company, I'm guessing. Not right. I think it's that back populates I've screwed up. So back populates. Okay, so I think that's might be where I've gone wrong. So the child, in my case, jobs, looks right. I think company back populates jobs. And jobs back populates name of the class instead. So instead of companies, is that company? No, the companies looks right to me. Screwed something up here, I don't know what. Just nick them to a second. This is how every stream I do ends up going. It's not good. Right, so if I say company's my parent, so my child's here, and I've got company ID, integer, foreign key. That's name of table. I've got companies rather than company. That's fine. Company, relationship, company, children. Children is a name on the other one, so that looks fine to me. And this one, companies and jobs. Relationship to job, and back populates the name of the table, which is company. So that looks fine to me. So I'm not sure what the problem is there. I'm not sure what I've screwed up. No doubt screwed it up, but I don't know why I've screwed it up, if that makes sense. Jobs has no companies. Unless something else is looking for. Oops. We've screwed something up. That's what it was like before, so I should double check this because that worked. So on job. Which is identical, so that's fine. Because that works. That was working for a while. So let's check company out. So this is how it looked before on company. Where's company gone? There's that. So the difference I had was that it's the companies, it's just company. So is that all I screwed up? Yeah, and I've done it in a few places where it looks. So I'm guessing what I've done there is that there doesn't match this table, that's just coincidence, and it matches to the property on here. So then a user profile is the owner. That populates companies owned, and that would back populate companies admin. Failed to locate name company admin. That's because I haven't loaded it in here. Could not assemble any primary key columns. Oh yeah, I've just really screwed this up, I know, basically. Yeah, but see, now it's throwing an error about it, and I thought that was fine. Or is it that I've marked? I haven't marked them as foreign keys, have I? Oh no, I have, but not the admins. Just marked them there as foreign keys. Okay. Okay, so that's a start. Right, so company admins has no property, company's admin. So where have I put that? Company's admin. So company. Populates. Not sure how that should look. So that's a company and user profile. It should be that one, I think. Which looks right, but apparently not. User profile company. Maybe something like that in theory. Clearly not. So really, basically, I don't think I understand this back population nonsense at all, do I? It's quite annoying. So what the fuck does he go to instead then? I haven't done it that way though. I thought there was an example on here with the association table. Ah, association object, that's what I'm looking for. Back populates parent. Just nick that a second so I can use it. Right. Okay, so I've got my ID. I'm on the wrong table. One second. The admins is the one I want. Right. So I've got my ID. And I've got child and parent. Oh dear, what you got now? Supplies? I'm worried. Parent is the name, so that's just company then. And I've got user profile. I am royally screwing up SQL Alchemist. It's going great. Croissants. I like how you took croissants in the middle of all that. So I'm unfucking the database now, or trying to. It's not going very well. So that should do that one for the admin. Then user profile. I think it'll be like that. This is nowhere near the end of all the problems. Reverse property, user profile on relationship, company.admins references relationship, company admin.user profile, which does not reference mapper mapped class company companies. Jesus, what does that mean? User profile, company.admins. So company admins user profile, okay. on relationship, company admin.user profile, yes, which does not reference companies. So it's that one. Maybe I've screwed up. So that would be parent, we'll call it. Why not? So that'd be that one, which back populates children, which on the parent is the name. So user profile. Oh, I've trapped my head in the knot here. So it's a parent, back populates, on company, that one, no, that one, oh god. Oh, I'm on the same errand, I've just changed it. Reverse property user profile, company.admins, references relationship, company admin.user profile, which is right, which does not reference mapper mapped class, companies. Oh, this is awful. I've no idea what I've broken here. This is really weird. I've never had a problem defining a database before. Oh, I might just give this up and just work full time. I am too bad at this. What the fuck have I done? Right. Close everything but this. And then I just want company and user profile. Right. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to call that my parent, and I'm going to call that my child. I'm going to do this really tedious way where I make this into my thing. So, and this would be user profile. Oh god, hang about, someone's at door and dogs have gone nuts! Yeah, that. Anyway, I'm not even sure what I ordered. What What did I order? I was expecting one small thing from America. But that's not this. So I'm curious now. Oh, my book! It's a book. It's come early. I know what that is. Yeah, it's a cookbook. Cool. Forgot about that. Can wait that one. Anyway, back to screwing this up. I think you'd be very disappointed. I mean, as someone once said, there's nothing erotic about me. It wasn't a very nice thing to say, but you know. User profile. You can send me all sorts from Canada that I'd be quite happy about. And after eating the kebab on stream, I don't think it's going to get much worse, is it? The worst thing about that is I had to chase the dogs halfway down the street for chasing the postman. Yeah. Look at me all you want. Anyway, I was breaking stuff. And then the one I've got an issue with is company's admin. For now. Yeah. And then that. And that'd be company admin. I think. Yeah. And company admin. Okay, then that should backpopulate parent. Which, so parent we're saying is actually user profile. So I've got these the wrong way around, I think. Is that what I'm saying? And that one, instead of doing that, it'd be company. Let's find out how wrong that is. Whoa. Okay, yes, that worked. Okay, one step closer. One step closer. And yet it's been mentioned several times that apparently you need to send the stuff from Bath and Body Works. My wife. She desperately wants more of that black cherry crap. Right, so what was my error? Application process on jobs. So that's going to be this thing again. I'll have done it the same way as company admin. I guess. Application process. Failed to look at any. Oh no, it's because I haven't, to start with, included it. Application process has no property jobs. Which is this thing. Makes sense. So application process has a... It should have jobs, shouldn't it? Should it? Hang about. Yeah. Yeah. Going to be that one. This is just going to be about an hour of this now, isn't it? Applications has no property jobs. Okay, there we go. Our interview stage hasn't been included either. I need to find a better way of dealing with this, but I can worry about that in a bit. Just get things working first. Interview stages. The database is actually set up fine. I think I've just screwed up setting up the models. Which is just painful, this. This is not going well. Interview stage. Interview stages. Has no property applications. So, an application... There we go, so it's that one, to interview stage. So I think we just have to set up applications. Companies has no property user profile. Companies. So where's this error? Companies has no property user profiles. I'm guessing it's one of these. I think it's this one, companies owned. Be that one. Should be your owner. So I think we're getting a slightly better grasp of things. Yeah. Application has no property user profile, so that'll be this one. So in your application, I've got a user, which is user profile. I think I've just put. And then company admins. Hang about, that doesn't sound good. That sounds like I'm back to what I thought I'd fixed. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah? No? What? Ah, close others. Right. Let's do this. So, company, user profile. I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot. I'm a total fucking idiot. Right. So that has a user profile, which backpopulates admins on there. So the company will backpopulate company's admin, and it's just a mistype, really. There we are. Or not. I thought that were right. I don't like this. What have I screwed up? Where's my company admin one? It's this one. Backpopulates company. Which is that, which should be fine, and then that. Should backpopulate user profile. Which is fine. And user profile backpopulates the admins. So company should backpopulate company's admin. That looks right to me. What have I done? Company has no property. Oh, how have I screwed this up? go back to stealing things again to try and figure stuff out because I'm an idiot. I'm sure this worked a second ago. Okay. So. Which one's left? Left is parent. Don't care about the extra data for now. Just making this look the way I've got it set up here. So I've got these two. So left is user profile. Oh, that's what I missed off, so I don't need to do that. I've just been an idiot, I just missed a bit off. Give me foreign key. Oops. Slightly better. Right. So my right ID is my company. Company's ID. And it back populates parents. Parents is there. Company, parents, admins. I've done this the wrong way around about. So company. I've probably tied my brain in the knot here, haven't I? This should be really simple. And I just can't think my way through things. And that's user profile. So what's parents? On company is the association. So that should be admins. Which means that should be company's admin. So I've gone backwards. Do I sound confident yet? Well, it's fixed that one, it says. I'm such a disaster. Let's get rid of them again. So what will we error this time? Okay, companies has no application process. The hell was that noise? Right, company has no application processes, which is that one. So it doesn't. I haven't set that up. Application processes. Ship. I did mention that we're going to break everything, right? Didn't I? An application process, that's going to be the company. Welcome. Oh no, wait. I thought it worked then. Got excited, I saw an okay. Initialize my application processes. Application stage. Failed to locate, so that hasn't been included in the app yet. Let's try that again. Ooh. Ooh. Oh dear, look at that. That's a horrible error. Application stages could not assemble any primary key columns. Oh, I've done the same. This bit. You and you. They're wrong, like, so I'm going to have to go through them in a second, but we'll get to that. There we are. Looks like we've got to that. Close to the right. 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 So, let's open that over there. And you have an application process and an interview stage. Now I've done this once, so I should be able to do it again. I'm not a moron. And a company. It just took me over 2 hours to get this far. I need to even finish breaking things. Alright. So, my company's here. And that's going back to admins on the company. So application process. So that is what goes to the application stages, which is right, weirdly. And then that one goes to the user profile, back populates company's admin, which is that. So on the interview stage, we're looking for something like application processes. Still won't be quite right, I don't think. But and then let's just get rid of that to make this a bit clearer. So company, my admins, back populate company, which is that. So application stage should back populate application process, and that one wants to back populate interview stage. Closer, interview stages, company. I haven't added that one either. Yes! I have unbroken it, sort of. Now I've got to unbroke literally everything else that's broken. Okay, so returns none and not found, which is good. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. And then it creates one for me. If I go back to welcome, the next one, it should be found. Oh dear. So it almost worked. User profiles. So it's not creating. So whatever I've screwed up, it's on the service. That's not working. Some reason. Should just add and commit, which is what I've done. So why has that not worked? how I've done it everywhere else. Just add in your commit and return. So why wouldn't it cry? I've got a feeling it's something to this ID. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, it's not saving. Why wouldn't it save? But look, I'm sure you'll be doing a lot better than I will, so I'll probably end up dropping off this in a minute to watch you instead. Oh, let me try that. That's what I've done, db.add. That shouldn't need to be done. Nah, you'll be fine, man. I believe in you. Right, I'm just going to try and bodge this a second. Hang about. No, I'm an idiot. That might be it. How many energy drinks did you buy? Because that could do it all. Four. That might be enough. Yeah, so that worked. Yeah, no, you can get through all them in like half an hour. I believe in you. You'll be fine. But yeah, I'm genuinely just going to drop off this and watch you instead. Do you reckon it's alright for me to carry on working on this off of the stream? Because I've done everything on it so far, but I want to do other stuff while working on it without being online. And I could just watch yours while I carry on. It's more interesting than this. Because I feel bad because I kind of said that I'm going to do it all on stream, so I've kind of been holding off from doing it. I need to get the email address. I'll do that in the front end. Record it and make a YouTube video. I've got I'm going to record my next YouTube video on Monday, I think. I've got 2 so far, and I am well popular. I mean, all I'm saying is double figures, yo. I have 10 subscribers, and I think I only know 5 of them. And hey, I think I've averaged a solid 1 viewer for this stream so far, so we're going well. Right, enjoy, man. I'll probably be there in a minute, like I said. if I do that there, then I have to pass it through as part of the request. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to shift that actually. Scrap it. We'll do it here. It's Marua. Info. Oh yeah, Veltman is live. Join now for a cracking good time. You didn't go with my suggestion. I'm disappointed. So where do I get my domain from? Auth. And that should return me something. Goodness, all requests. Oh, actually, freeze. Forgot that bit. That's better. Right. Docker compose up. Let's go. You can just mute this while I open. Okay. See how bad that is. How did I break that? I didn't change that. No module name request. I just installed requests. What? I bet. Ah, no. Yeah, of course. I need to rebuild. Not bad. This has gone well on it. Might just log off and watch him instead. It's probably more interesting. Come on. I always forget how slow it is building the front end. I should have skipped that one. I only need the back end building. Come on. There you go. Front end's always a pain in the ass. Might just replace it with templates instead, make it quicker. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, boys. What's up? Come on then. Come on. Hey up. I don't know. I've got to keep failing for a little longer, then I'll pay your more attention. Alright, try that again. Internal server error. Great. Why? What's the error? It's not very useful. It's clearly with this. This is why I don't let you up, mate, because you just lean on my hand and I can't do anything. Alright, let's try again. I want to at least unbreak this bit. Expecting. So it's not returned to JSON? It's got a text property, I think. Let's just try printing that out. Unauthorized. It helps if you send the token over with it, doesn't it? Yeah, of course. How do I send headers over? Python requests auth header. That bit. Because I am a moron. Authorization, and it's just yes mate, you're not bearer. Token payload, I think that might not be quite right actually. I don't think it is. That's going to return. I need the token. And that's returning payload, which is the decoded token. I don't want that. This is why I kind of thought maybe we should do it on the front end instead. I don't know what the best way of doing things is. What do you reckon? Don't care. Okay, thanks. Just want to be forced. Yeah, because token payload's not going to work. I wonder if I can just use the request outright for now. Like I've got here. Right, I just say I want the request as well. And I don't even know if that'll work yet, but let's find out. This is a terrible, terrible way of doing things. I can split this up a bit better in a bit, but just for this for now. And the token is that. See how bad that is. Processable entity. Why was it? What was unprocessable about it? I got no errors there. Give me something, come on. It might usually be that the add-in. I think it's adding that's the problem. Okay, so what I'm gonna do instead. I'm beginning to think I should move this on to... Oh. Turns out I'm an idiot. I can just do that. Let's try that. Yep, there we go. Maybe it's not too bad. It's not great, so I don't think, but... Oh. There we are. So how's the best way to access it then? Can I go user response equals user info.json, spelling helps, and then print user response email. Yeah, sweet. That. Worry about error handling later. Then put the email in. We want to check user profiles. Can I do that? No. I can't remember how to do basic SQL. Great, wonderful. Alright. Create something. Found something. Shouldn't have done. No worries, they did redirect me, it's fine. I'm going to confuse them. Okay, so that works. Not pretty, but it works. It's about the best I can hope for right now. Let's commit all that. Right, so yeah, I'm just gonna call it a day for now, I think. I might come on later, carry on. I do need to pick things up, but just not feeling it right now. But yeah, I don't think there's anyone actually watching, but if you are, thanks. Hopefully it wasn't too painful. It's not been the best. But yeah, I'll pick it from there. I've got a lot of run breaking and stuff to do because nearly all the website's broken still, but it is what it is. Cheers.